Hey everyone, and welcome back. We're diving deep into Roxie Nafousi's Manifest in Action. Unlock your limitless potential today.
Ooh, exciting.
It is. This book is all about the real deal manifestation stuff.
Yeah.
Not just wishing on a star.
Yeah.
We're talking 7 steps to make the life you want actually happen.
It's really about taking control and shaping your world.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. So let's jump right in with step 1. Be clear in your vision.
Okay.
This isn't about what you think you should want. It's about what really lights you up inside.
I feel like so many people get caught up in societal expectations.
Totally. It's like Roxie talks about chasing what she thought she should be doing. But then she had this realization wait, this isn't my jam at all.
So she had to figure out what she actually wanted.
Right. And that clarity is super important.
It is. And the book talks about visualization being huge for that.
Oh, yeah. Creating a mental picture of what you're aiming for.
Exactly. And it's not just daydreaming. The book talks about how neuroscience shows that when you really visualize something,
your subconscious mind starts working towards it, picking up on opportunities that fit that vision.
oh, it's like programming your brain to be on the lookout for those signs.
Totally. It's like giving your mind a target to aim for. And a really cool thing the book emphasizes is that we don't just manifest things.
What else do we manifest?
Feelings too.
So it's not just about picturing yourself in that dream house, but feeling what it'd be like to live there.
Exactly. Think about it. If you want to manifest an amazing relationship,
Yeah.
you got to start by feeling that love and connection within yourself first.
Okay, that makes total sense. I love how practical this is. And there's this awesome exercise the book talks about, reflecting on past memories when you felt really happy and content.
Oh, yeah. That's gold.
It's like looking back to see what truly made you feel good.
Those clues from your own life are so powerful.
So true. And then there's the classic vision board.
Love a good vision board.
Me too.
Yeah.
The book actually has these 3 questions to ask yourself when you're adding something to your board.
Oh, what are they? Okay, so first, could I dream bigger? Second, is this something that will truly fulfill me? And third, is this really what I want, not what someone else expects of me?
It's about making sure your vision board is totally authentically you.
Yeah. And get this. The book suggests putting it away after you make it.
Really?
I know, right? So many people say to keep it visible, but the book says putting it away is like this act of surrender to the universe.
So you've put your intentions out there, and now you're trusting the process.
Exactly. Plus, it keeps you present and grateful for what you already have.
That's a really interesting perspective. I like that.
Me too. But what about people who still want those visual reminders?
The book mentions making a separate mood board.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you can have those visual cues without getting too attached to the specific outcome.
Right. And it can be a fun way to play with different visuals and aesthetics.
Definitely. And speaking of visuals, the book also talks about this perfect day visualization.
Oh, yes. It's like stepping into your dream life through your imagination.
It is. There's this Dear Diary exercise where you write about your perfect day as if it's already happening, focusing on how it makes you feel.
It's such a cool way to really immerse yourself in the experience.
I'm going to try that one for sure. It's like you're setting the vibe for what you want to manifest.
Exactly. You're sending a powerful message to the universe about what you're ready to receive.
Love it. Okay, so we've covered step 1, getting clear on your vision.
Making that vision board and feeling those good vibes.
Right. Now buckle up because we're moving on to step 2. Remove fear and doubt.
Ooh, that's a biggie.
It is. Those inner gremlins can really sabotage our manifesting mojo.
Tell me about it. It's like they're whispering all these limiting beliefs in our ear.
Right. And the book dives into this idea that we manifest from our subconscious beliefs. You know, those ones that are shaped by our past experiences and all those little insecurities.
Yeah, our past can totally hold us back sometimes.
For sure. And it's not about pretending fear doesn't exist. It's about facing it head on.
Like Roxie talks about this time she totally misinterpreted a text from her ex.
Oh, no.
I know, right?
Yeah.
It was because of her past relationship trauma.
That just shows how much those subconscious beliefs can affect us.
Big time. And that's where this concept of healing the wound, not the symptom, comes in.
Okay, I like that. So it's about getting to the root of the problem, not just putting a Band-Aid on it.
Exactly. We got to dig deep and figure out what's really going on underneath.
So how do we do that?
Journaling is a great way to process those emotions.
Oh, yeah. Like getting everything out on paper.
It's like having a therapy session with yourself.
I can totally see that. And the book also mentions this thing called inner child meditation.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
It's all about connecting with your younger self.
Like giving that little you some love and understanding.
Exactly. because sometimes those old wounds are still affecting us today.
And Roxie talks about how this practice helped her overcome her vulnerability issues.
It's amazing how powerful that can be.
Right.
Like rewinding and reparenting yourself. Totally. And the book talks about how healing isn't about suppressing those negative emotions. Like pretending everything is fine.
Toxic positivity.
Yeah. It's actually important to allow ourselves to feel all the feels, even the yucky ones.
Because those emotions are trying to tell us something.
Right. Like maybe there's something we need to learn or heal from.
Totally. The book uses this analogy of trying to release tension in your neck and shoulders.
I feel that.
It's like you can't just ignore those knots. You got to work through them gently.
That's such a good analogy. It's the same with emotional tension.
Exactly. Okay, so we've talked about acknowledging our fears and doubts and doing some inner work.
Right. Now what?
Well, the book also gives some more practical tips, like remembering that the past doesn't equal the future.
Well, that's so true. Just because something happened before doesn't mean it'll happen again.
It's about breaking free from those old patterns.
And creating new ones that serve us better.
Totally. And another cool tip is the worst case scenario technique.
That sounds kind of scary.
It's actually not. It's about asking yourself, what's the absolute worst thing that could happen?
I guess that could help take away some of the fear.
Exactly. And it allows you to prepare for those what-if scenarios.
So it's like having a plan B in case things don't go exactly as planned.
Right. And finally, the book talks about staying grounded in the present moment.
That's easier said than done sometimes.
I know, right? Our minds love to wander to the past or worry about the future.
It's like a constant ping pong match in there.
But the present moment is the only place where we have real control.
So true. The book suggests focusing on our senses to stay grounded.
Like feeling your feet on the floor or noticing the sounds around you.
It's like a mini meditation that can bring you back to the here and now.
Right. And it's amazing how much calmer you can feel when you're fully present.
Okay, so we've tackled fear and doubt. Now it's time to put those intentions into action. With step 3, align your behavior.
This is where the rubber meets the road.
It is. It's about walking the walk, not just talking the talk.
And the book emphasizes that even small daily choices can make a difference.
Oh, yeah. Like those seemingly insignificant decisions can actually add up.
They totally can. And Roxie talks about this mindset she calls think, then do.
Ooh, I like that. So it's about taking action right away instead of procrastinating.
Exactly. She used to be a self-proclaimed lazy person.
Really?
I know, right? But this mindset totally transformed her.
It's like building a think, then do muscle.
I love that. The more you use it, the stronger it gets.
So true. Okay, and the book also talks about the importance of spending time alone.
Solitude. That's so crucial for self-reflection and connecting with yourself.
It's like giving yourself permission to just be.
Roxie talks about going on this solo trip to Greece.
That sounds amazing.
It was. She dedicated that time for self-discovery and creative work.
Wow, I bet that was super rejuvenating.
It was, but solitude doesn't have to be a grand adventure.
Right. It could be something as simple as taking a walk in nature or having a solo date night.
Exactly. It's about carving out that space for yourself to just recharge and reconnect.
So important. Now, another part of aligning our behavior is addressing those self-sabotaging habits.
Ugh, those pesky patterns that hold us back.
Right. The book gives this example of a friend who's always late.
Oh, yeah, I know someone like that.
They've let it become part of their identity.
It's like they're stuck in this loop.
But the book emphasizes that we have the power to change those patterns.
We do. It's about recognizing them, understanding where they come from, and then choosing to do things differently.
Roxie shares her own powerful story of overcoming the belief that she was destined to be unhappy.
It's so inspiring to hear how she transformed her life.
Totally. It shows that we're not bound by our past or limiting beliefs.
We can create a new reality for ourselves.
And speaking of creating a new reality, the book talks about the importance of stepping outside your comfort zone.
Ah, yes. That's where the magic happens.
It is. It's about challenging ourselves to grow and expand.
And the book explains this thing called the comfort zone cycle.
Okay, tell me more about that.
So our subconscious minds try to keep us safe and comfy, you know?
Like they want to protect us from discomfort.
Exactly. But sometimes that can prevent us from reaching our full potential.
It's like staying in an unhealthy relationship because it feels familiar.
Or avoiding taking risks because we're afraid of failing.
So those patterns can actually hold us back.
Big time. That's why it's so important to push ourselves outside those comfort zones.
Even if it's just a little bit at a time.
Right, like trying a new hobby or speaking up in a meeting.
Those small acts of courage can build up over time.
And the book also calls out those sneaky excuses we make for staying stuck.
Oh, yeah. The I'm too busy or I'm not good enough.
Exactly. Those are often rooted in fear and doubt.
It's like our mind's trying to protect us from the unknown.
But the truth is, taking action despite the fear is super empowering.
It's like saying, I'm showing up for myself even when it's hard.
And the universe rewards that kind of commitment.
It's like we're sending a signal that we're ready for those big breakthroughs.
Exactly. And the universe is always listening.
And when the universe responds, it can be like pure magic. But yeah, that idea of letting go can be tough.
Oh, for sure. It's like we're wired to want to be in control.
Totally. What are some of the common fears that pop up when we try to surrender?
I think fear of losing control is a big one.
Yeah, makes sense. We're so used to planning and striving and making things happen.
It's like letting go feels like we're just going to drift away.
Especially if you've been hurt before, you know? It's like you build up those defenses.
Yeah, like surrendering means becoming vulnerable again.
Right. But the thing is, the universe is always there to support us.
Yeah.
Even when we don't realize it.
It's like having this invisible safety net.
I like that. So when we surrender, it's not about giving up. It's about trusting that bigger plan.
It's like being a passenger on a plane. You don't have to know how to fly.
You just got to trust the pilot.
Exactly. Another fear that can come up is fear of failure.
Oh, yeah. That what if it doesn't work out thought.
But the thing is, failure is a part of life.
It's how we learn and grow.
Every successful person has messed up along the way.
So true. And then there's the fear of the unknown.
Oh, yeah, that one's a biggie. We like to know what's coming next.
It's like we want that illusion of security.
But the best things in life often happen unexpectedly.
So it's about embracing the mystery.
Right. And trusting that everything is happening for a reason.
Okay. So fear the unknown. But then how do we know when it's our intuition guiding us versus just our own hopes and fears?
That's the real challenge. The book has some cool tips for connecting with your intuition.
Oh, like what?
One is creating space for stillness.
Ah, like meditation or just quiet time?
Exactly. When you quiet your mind, your intuition can speak louder.
It's like turning down the volume on all the outside noise.
And another tip is paying attention to your body.
Interesting. So those gut feelings.
Yes. Your body often knows things before your mind catches up.
Wow. Okay. I'm going to pay more attention to that. And what about journaling?
Journaling can be amazing for tapping into your subconscious.
Oh, yeah. It's like you can process your thoughts and feelings on paper.
It's like a direct line to your inner wisdom.
So once you've connected with your intuition, then you have to actually trust it.
That's the key. But it's not always easy.
We're so used to doubting ourselves.
I know. But it gets easier with practice. It's like building a muscle.
So the more we trust our intuition, the stronger it becomes.
Exactly. And remember, your intuition will never steer you wrong.
Okay, so we've talked about intuition, surrender, all these amazing concepts.
It's been quite the deep dive.
It has. But we can't forget that manifestation also requires action.
Oh, absolutely. It's not about just sitting around and wishing.
It's about showing up and doing the work.
And then surrendering the outcome to the universe.
It's like finding that balance between effort and letting go.
Right. And trusting that everything will work out in the best possible way.
Okay, so to wrap things up, we've gone through all 7 steps of manifest in action.
From getting clear on your vision to trusting the universe.
It's been an incredible journey exploring these powerful tools.
This book is a game changer for anyone who wants to create a life they truly love.
I couldn't agree more. So as you go out there, remember to stay open, stay curious, and trust in the magic of the universe.
You are a powerful creator, capable of manifesting anything you desire.
And never underestimate the power of your own thoughts and actions.
Keep shining your light and keep manifesting those dreams.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. Until next time, keep seeking, keep exploring, and keep on manifesting.